What's up, guys? Jades Corner back here again for yet another ranking video. This will be probably like the third or fourth ranking video this month, but you guys seem to enjoy these, so I'm gonna keep putting them out for you guys. So in this video, I'm gonna be ranking, or actually I'm gonna be redoing a video I did before in 2018, but I kind of have like different opinions on it now. But this is a new video technically, with the subject being my remastered ranking of all the seasons of Teen Wolf. Now, before in the last video I made in 2018, I think it was like during the summer, I ranked all the seasons by like whole season, so I didn't do like 3A, 3B, but in this video I'm going to be doing 3A, 3B, 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, all those other little like half seasons. So yeah, let's get my ranking video. At the last spot for Teen Wolf seasons ranked worst to best, I have Teen Wolf season 6B. I'm not going to talk about this season too much because most people didn't like it, myself included. This season was absolute garbage. They rushed the hell out of the ending of the show, and in my opinion, I think the show should have had a much more conclusive and a much better end than it got in this like season we got. So let's go over why it sucks so bad. If you look at the number of villains that are in Teen Wolf season 6 part 2, I did a villains ranking last week. You guys should go check that video out. I'll put a little card up here so you guys can stop this video and go watch that if you want, and then come back to this. But the reason why it sucks so bad, or one of the many reasons, is because there's too many villains. There are 6 villains in Teen Wolf season 6 part 2. What are they doing? Did they literally like look at Sony's Spider-Man films and be like, oh, they did too many villains and they're terrible movies? I wonder what will happen if we do too many villains in the last season of Teen Wolf. And look what happened. You ended up having a dumpster fire of a season. The series finale was trash. I made a rant video 2 years ago on why the series finale was absolute garbage. And MTV copyrighted my video, so I have to, make another series finale review. I'll remaster video when I get to the Teen Wolf season 6 part 2 reviews. So, yeah, trash season, man. They wasted Jackson. Jackson and Scott didn't even get to reunite on screen together, and that should tell you how much they rushed this, finale. Derek was barely in the season. Styles was barely in the season. Styles only had 2 episodes. Derek had 2 episodes. Jackson had 2 episodes. Like, oh my gosh, man. It was so disappointing. So yeah, last place we have Teen Wolf season 6 part 2. In what is it, 8th or 9th? I forget how many freaking seasons this show has. But anyway, next spot, we have Teen Wolf season... What was next? Season 1. So the reason why I have Teen Wolf season 1 above Teen Wolf season 6B is because Teen Wolf season 1 was kind of the starting point for the show, so they didn't really know where they wanted to go with it yet, or what they really wanted to do. It's a nice season to go back to. I just reviewed every single episode of season 1 of Teen Wolf, so if you guys want to go check out those videos, I'll leave a card for those up above at the top of the video in this too. So yeah, it's the original, man. You gotta put respect on its name, but is it really that great of a season? It has its funny moments, as I went over in my reviews, but overall most of the episodes are really just kind of like meh, I guess. Everyone was kind of just starting out their little acting, little chops, especially Dylan O'Brien, since this was his first time acting like ever. Like, Dylan O'Brien never acted before Teen Wolf season 1, so yeah, everybody's just kind of getting into the groove, the swing of things. So yeah, it's a nice season to go back to, but not my favorite season to watch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, next we have Teen Wolf season 2. Kind of like with season 1, it's a nice season to go back and rewatch, but it's not one of my favorites. It does have one of my favorite villains though, being the Kanema. But season 2 is kind of like season 1, very similar to season 1, except with bigger stakes with the Kanema and stuff. So I'm not gonna really stick on season 2 that much. I mean, I like it more than season 1. Obviously, it's above season 1, but I kind of feel like for me, it's the same as season 1. It's the same sort of humor. They didn't really like improve on anything that much. I feel like the werewolf makeup got a lot better in season 2, but still not like to the amazing makeup they had for it in season 3 and going forwards. But yeah, man, it's kind of just same old, same old. Good season to go back and rewatch, but not one of my favorites at all. Like when I go back and rewatch it, I'm kind of bored, kind of like how I was with season 1. So yeah, kind of on the lower end of the terrible seasons, but still a good watch to go back and rewatch every now and then. Next season I have Teen Wolf season 4. Teen Wolf season 4 is like my opinions on it haven't changed that much, but I like it better now than I used to. The whole Were Jaguar stuff is still really freaking cool. The benefactor stuff still pisses me off. I don't like Meredith being the benefactor at all. There were really good moments in this season, especially with the comedy. It kind of brought back that season 1 comedy because season 3 part 1 and 2 were so dark and so serious, so they kind of had to lighten the mood a little bit this season with the comedy. So there were a lot of funny moments coming out of season 4, especially with, Dylan O'Brien being as funny as he is. But to be honest, I don't really find this season as boring as I used to, but I still kind of find it, rushed, and I find it pretty bad. It kind of has the season 6 part 2 syndrome where I feel like it was super rushed. Because it came out only 4 months after season 3 ended, and I was like, we're already getting a season 4 of Teen Wolf, and I think filming finished like a month before the season even came out. So like, yeah, season 4 kind of has the season 6B syndrome, but it has much better execution than Teen Wolf season 6B for sure. And the finale is absolute fire. Scott versus Peter. Everybody knows that fight was tough as hell. That fight was amazing. So yeah, there's season 4. Next we have Teen Wolf season 5A. Now the reason why I have season 5A up here is because season 5A, in my opinion, kind of suffers from not really being boring, but I just find 5B to be more entertaining and more enjoyable with all the moments that happen. The Chimera stuff is nice. The opening episode, the Creatures of the Night, it was a pretty dope episode. Seeing Belasco, Parrish, we still don't know what he was yet. The introduction of Theo, when we all thought he was a good guy, and then Styles started to have his little speculations at the end. He was like, I don't trust this kid, but yeah, really decent season. A lot of really good moments between Scott and Styles. Their friendship was really tested in this season a lot. They argued a lot more than they usually do, and they had I think a full-blown fight in season 5 part 2, but we're talking about season 5 part 1 now. But yeah, season 5 part 1 is decent, just not as good as the rest of the seasons on here. Next I have Teen Wolf. How many seasons are left? I covered season 6B, 1, 2, 4, 5A. So there would be I got you. I got stuck for a moment, but yeah, my fault, guys. Next season is Teen Wolf season 3A. Now, the reason why I say season 3A is below the last, 3 remaining seasons I didn't talk about is because season 3A is great, and all the seasons from here on are great. It's just my least favorite to watch of all the seasons from here on out. I find season 3B to be way more entertaining, but season 3A has a lot of really funny moments, unintentional and intentional funny moments. And I feel like this is when the show really finally started to get its groove, and everything finally came together full circle. Deucalion was a great villain. The Alpha Pack was a great obstacle for Scott and his pack to overcome, and the Duroc Jennifer Blake was another really great villain too, as I mentioned in the villains video. So yeah, season 3A is a great season, just my least favorite to rewatch of all the seasons from here on out. So yeah, next we have Teen Wolf season 5B. Now, the reason why I have Teen Wolf Season 5B on here is because I really like all the stuff with the Beast, and I have a lot of love for it because it was the first season of Teen Wolf I got to see it on live TV when Teen Wolf was still on air, because around the time Season 5B was about to premiere on MTV in like January 2016, that's when I like really started getting into Teen Wolf for the first time. So it was the very first season I saw on live TV. Like, I saw every episode live every week. So I have a lot of nostalgia and I have a lot of love for that season based off of that alone. And also because I really enjoy this season. There were a lot of good moments, like the Icon House stuff with Lydia, the Beast in the finale with Paris versus the Beast, even though I think that fight could have been freaking epic if Paris had like a badass like Hellhound transformation, kind of like how Sebastian had his big shadow beast form. That would have been sick to see, even though it kind of would have reminded us of like the Incredible Hulk fight with Hulk and the Abomination, just two big CGI creatures going at it together. But yeah, that would have been cool as hell and sick to see. But yeah, 5B is a really great season, and it brought back Gerard, of course, and Deucalion and Chris Argent for the first time since Season 4. So yeah, Season 5B, definitely a great season, underrated season in my opinion, and yeah, that's how I feel about Season 5B. Now, the last two seasons, everybody kind of guessed these are the definitive best seasons of the show in my opinion. If you show anybody these two seasons, I think you could easily get them into Teen Wolf just by showing them these two seasons alone. And the next season I have is Teen Wolf Season 6 Part 1. Now, the reason why I have Teen Wolf Season 6 Part 1 in the second best spot is because it's a season revolved around Styles and trying to bring him back from, you know, being erased from existence. And all that focus on Styles gave us some really great moments. We finally got Stydia for the first time. We got an amazing villain, probably one of, no, not probably, because I did put him in the best, one of like the top 3 greatest villains in all of Teen Wolf, Garrett Douglas, Pete Plozek and his phenomenal performance. We got another phenomenal performance from Lyndon Ashby as Sheriff Stilinski. He did great in that season. That's probably the best season he ever like had as like an actor or like acting in a season for Teen Wolf. Season 6A, if you want to see Lyndon Ashby at his best in the show, that's definitely his best season by far. And the mid-season finale was great. It felt like the actual series finale we should have gotten for Teen Wolf, with Scott and Styles riding off into the distance as they head to college because high school was done. So everything about Season 6A is just great. It's great moments, great action, great suspense, great horror. It's a great season of Teen Wolf. And yeah, guys, that's how I feel about Season 6A, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel the same way I do. And the last season of Teen Wolf I want to talk about before I get out of here, and my opinion still has not changed. It is still Season 3 Part 2, the Nogatsune Saga. I love Season 3 Part 2. It is what got me officially hooked into the series, because Season 3A was great. Season 1 and 2 were okay, but Season 3 Part 2 is when I was really like starting to like dive in and really care about these characters. A lot of the best writing of the show by far, best action of the show by far, one of the greatest shockers in the show with the death of Allison Argent, and one of the greatest finales in the show ever with the death of Aiden and Isaac Leahy leaving the show, and Chris Argent we all thought was leaving the show too. And you know, the Void Styles in the finale. We got some really great music this season too. Not even gonna lie, like I have this music on my playlist on my phone. Like that's how great it is. And that ending cliffhanger of the season with Kate Argent coming back, being a new supernatural creature we didn't know about at the time. We didn't know she was a were-jaguar. That was sick. And of course, all the mythology introduced in this season: Kitsunes, the Nogatsune, the Oni. The best season of Teen Wolf. Absolutely freaking fantastic, phenomenal. And this is the season that everybody really started paying attention to Dylan O'Brien too, because of his acting, because Dylan O'Brien's Styles was the main villain of the season, even though it's kind of the Nogatsune possessing him, but Styles was kind of like taking over, so he was kind of like mainly the villain. So yeah, man, This season is absolutely fantastic, phenomenal. If you want to get anybody into the show, show them season 3 part 2 of Teen Wolf. It is an amazing season and the best of the show, hands down, without question. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning into this video. If you like this channel and if you like Teen Wolf content and if you like seeing other things, let me know, because I'm trying to branch out to do like reactions of stuff. So if you guys want to see reaction videos and stuff like that, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm Jades Corner. Make sure you guys share this video with your friends, your family, your cat, your dog, your fish, and everybody you know. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because I have to do something real quick because it's my brother's birthday today, so I'm going out to eat later. So I'm recording this on January 15th. This will probably go up tonight or either the next day, tomorrow, which is January 16th. So if you see it tonight or tomorrow, just know that yeah, new videos coming. I got more videos out this month than I actually wanted to do, which is great because I didn't think I would have the time. But yeah, in the next 2 weeks, less videos might be coming because finals are coming soon. So yeah, that's, you know, something to look forward to, I guess. But yeah, do all that stuff I said before. Make sure you guys leave a like. A like is the best way to help out this channel, other than subscribing and turning on that post notification bell, so when I post a new video, you guys know when to check it out. So yeah, I'm Jades Corner. I'm gonna get out of here. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, positivity as always. And this is the greatest Teen Wolf channel on YouTube. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.